Mm. Settings. Are we still playing? Oh yeah, let's go. All right, we're here now. Uh, don't pay attention to where I am. I have no idea how I got there. But either way, Miami is going to be the one to kick the ball off first, from the looks of it. Sorry about that. That I heard something. All right, and it's going to be Luke James. Their roster has been a bit upgraded since last time, so this will likely not be the same 2-2 team as you have known before if you have ever seen Miami play. But I don't think Arizona needs much of an introduction if you don't know them already. They are a uh, mean, lean fighting machine. They're not green, so yeah, that would be more Miami's thing, or the Packers if we ever see them. But there is no Packer team, so it might expand, but we will see what happens. We got Luke James gonna try the walk there to this you this you do MG this you do MG. I'm gonna say that. I don't really know if that is the correct pronunciation. That is not my issue. Either way, though, it's going to be to RGL. Yeah, it's going to be RGL. Good for an 11-yard gain there. He did step out of bounds, so unfortunately, that's where he will be spotted. Actually, it does say he's at the 12. He's at 2nd and 3, which I mean, I guess it's more of like a 3.5. I guess it's maybe like a rough estimate. But either way, Luke James was attempting to try the middle there on that fold, or was it a dig? It was either one. But either way, Luke James is looking to get a first down here on a 3rd and 3. And it's going to be a RGL. Good for a 7-yard gain there and the first down. So far, things are looking very good for this Miami offense at the moment. And Luke was trying to find the walk, but unfortunately just couldn't get it in time. And here we have Luke James looking around, seeing what he can find. And he's going to try to find RGL. Unfortunately, couldn't get both feet in bounds, so that's going to be incomplete. And now we have a 3rd and goal. I mean, if this is, this probably will. Sorry, I can't even speak. This probably will be Miami's last chance, unless they can get it closer to the goal line. Otherwise, they will probably be forced to kick a field goal. And here we go. It's going to be popped, unfortunately, for Miami, but maybe they can nail this field goal to at least get some points on the board. Oh, wait, no, Arizona kicked off, not Miami. My bad. I was like, wait a minute. But no, either way, Dr. D5 going to be the quarterback for Arizona at the moment. And it's going to be caught by Apollo, just completely just nailing the seam there. Very good game sense by Dr. D5. But either way, let's see what will happen next. It'll be thrown to the ground. That definitely has to be grounding, does it? Someone called play clock earlier, and I guess that happened. Either way, that was awkward. I mean, that should have been intentional grounding, but it's okay. I don't know. Maybe they were just playing for the play clock. I have no idea. But either way, TTGNM gonna get the right fold on that catch and get a good 26-yard gain. And here we go, Dr. D5 gonna get a TTGNM again for a 12-yard gain. And here we go, Dr. D5 in prime scoring position for Arizona. He did give it to Locke in the LS, but Miami read it absolutely perfectly. Okay, maybe not perfectly, because they would have probably got an interception, but you get the picture. And here we go. And it's going to be a touchdown by Hall of Fame Boyd. on the out route. And just like that, Arizona takes the lead at the moment. The offensive line with an incredible. Here we go. Arizona with an incredible start. Since, well, 2-point conversions don't count, it will just be incomplete. Will just be not counting. Either way, though, Miami is going to take it for a touchback or a kick return for a touchback. But let's see if Luke James can redeem himself on this next drive. They did come up a bit short, but they do have potential to at least score this time with a walk to this UDMG to get it in first down. I mean, right now Miami is definitely rolling with some momentum on their side. But will it be enough to take down Arizona? I mean, we will see. It looks like it's going to be another streak. Unfortunately, it is going to be incomplete there, just a tad bit overthrown. But either way, Luke James on a 2nd and 15 here. I mean, he definitely isn't any rush to make something happen, but it's good to have it sooner than later here. And here we go. It's going to be to this UDMG. UDUMG. And it's going to be a 3rd and inches, unfortunately. Now Luke James has a decision he can make here. He's going to go for the streak there to CFJ. He angled it a little bit, and just like that, he is home free for the touchdown by avoiding the safety. And just like that, Miami ties it up. And that is exactly what Miami needed. That was a very crucial mistake there by the safety of Arizona. I mean, that's a very difficult dive there. But either way, it'll be a touchdown for Miami. And they do get the extra point, meaning they will take the lead. Which that is a very huge extra point here in this situation. And now V2 Hazard. Going to get about a 3-yard loss. Or, well, 3 yards behind the 25-yard line. But either way, let's see if Dr. D5 can answer right back and hopefully take the lead. And they're looking to do that with a 14-yard pass to TDGNM. Not quite enough for a first down. And they tried another one on the streak. I think that was probably to Roy, if that was my guess. I'm not entirely sure. Actually, is Roy even playing? I'm not even sure. Probably not. But either way, Locke gonna get the VC play on the LS. And now Dr. D5 gonna try the out route once again, and it's gonna be the Locke. Oh, that's who it was. It was Locke, not Roy. Is Roy on the Cardinals or the Patriots? He's either one. But either way, Dr. D5. Oh my gosh, TTGNM is just completely wide open, but unfortunately not gonna be there for the touchdown. But either way, Dr. D5 is going to give it to Hall of Fame Void on the out route once again. And just like that, Arizona has taken the lead. This could not be a better start on offense by both teams here. Or either way, let's see if this UDMG, unfortunately not going to get super far with the kick return. But either way, let's see if Luke James will be set back by it. And here we go, Luke James gonna be rolling left. And he's gonna try to find the fold to RGL. And he's gonna get hit sticked for it immediately after. So far, this is a very good start for Miami, but let's see if they can keep that momentum rolling on offense. Somehow gets the catch there from DPT Grimm. I thought that would be an interception, but somehow it was just perfectly fit into DPT Grimm's hands. I mean, you got to give credit. Like, Luke James has definitely been playing pretty good. But this UDMG, gonna catch the walk there from Luke James. And here we go. It's going to be, oh, looked like it was going to be an LS2 RGL, but unfortunately it was just barely missed him. And then Luke James on a 3rd and 2. This is a very huge drive that they need here to get a first at least. And they're going to try the streak. Unfortunately, it's going to be overthrown. I don't know if I entirely agree with that decision, but I think you should have just taken the first down. And now you're in a 4th and 2 with a lot of pressure. All right, now let's see what will happen. And it looks like he's going to try the streak there to CJF, or CFJ, my bad. Did I say it before last time when he scored the first time? I don't know. CFJ. And here we go. Luke James going to run up the middle. Almost gets a touchdown there, but unfortunately just going to be just inches shy from the goal line. And here this could be, oh, never mind. Well, it's going to be a touchdown by RGL on the LS. The Arizona defense just not able to capitalize on the LS being made there. Is there even a ref? And here we go, Dr. D5. Pushed back a little bit here. Oh, and they reset the play here. I'm assuming it's play clock. Yep. Yep, it is. So I guess we're going to take a little break here. But either way, but either way, Dr. D5 gonna get sacked for a 17-yard loss there. Sorry about that. I wasn't expecting the game to last sooner than it did. To start back up last sooner than it did. But either way, Dr. D5 in a heck of amount of trouble. Dr. D5 is going to get sacked for a safety. Oh my goodness, this could be an upset, ladies and gentlemen. Crystal Bacon, the one who got the sack for the safety. And just like that, Miami is up by 3. This is not good for Arizona. Miami just giving Arizona a complete run for their money. But let's see, maybe a defensive turnover could turn this game around for Arizona, but we'll see what happens. And here we go, Luke James. Looking around, gonna give to RGL on the hitch route. And it's gonna be good for a 12-yard gain thanks to that dive. But let's see what happens now. Luke James. Going to be looking around here. And he's going to try to find a streak to DPT Grimm. And no one's going to catch him from the looks of it. And it will be a touchdown for 62 yards. And DPT Grimm with a huge catch and run. And just like that, Dolphins make this, or Miami makes this a 2-scoring game. Man, this game is going to be good. This could be the upset of the century. I won't say the century, but upset of the season for sure. And here we go. We got Arizona finally getting the ball again after that mishap with the safety. But can Arizona possibly make this a 1-scoring game with the touchdown here? I mean, we will find out. Oh, somehow finds a split middle. Very good play there by Dr. D5. And it is going to be a 19-yard gain. And now Dr. D5 is going to give a TTGNM on the out route. And it's going to be good for a 22-yard gain. All right, Arizona is now on a roll. And it's going to be the lock on the streak again. And now we have, all right, here we go. It's a 1st and goal. Arizona with prime opportunity to score here. Gonna find a split somehow in the middle. But can Dr. D capitalize on it in some way? Yes, he can. And it's gonna be the Hall of Fame void. With, I think, his third that's his third touchdown of the game. With the hat trick. All right, hold on, chat. I'm just doing something. Dude, I have no viewers now. What the heck? Man, where the heck did all my viewers go? That's not cool. Here, let's see if I can find it. Hold on. Sorry about that, chat. I wasn't really paying attention much. But either way, Luke James gonna give it to the walk from Miami. But unfortunately, just gonna be incomplete, and now it's a 3rd and goal. Miami needs to think of something here. It seems Arizona's playing very tight coverage at the moment. Will Luke James find any opening here? Unfortunately not. And it will be a 4th and goal. Now Miami has a pretty big opportunity here to score. But on the flip side, it does leave an opportunity for Arizona to come back and take the lead. There's a lot of pressure on the 4. Oh no, that's overthrown. It was looking for a 3v1 toss there on the right side, but unfortunately was just overthrown. But unfortunately, Dr. D5 is going to get sacked for a safety. Luke James going to be the one to get the sack this time. Dr. D5, unfortunately, just that turnover ended up being a blessing in disguise for Miami, and just like that, Miami still has the lead and has the ball all at the same time. That's the second safety of the game. What on earth is this game, man? What in the world is Arizona doing? But either way, Luke James gonna try the fold of DPT Grim. Unfortunately, with 3 defenders, he can only get so far out into the field, but thankfully will get a first down with it, which is nothing. There's no downside to that. But either way, this UDUMG gonna get the fold there and are gonna get the schwalk with RGL getting the LS. Here we go. Let's see what Luke James can do here. Here we go. Luke James trying to find something here. And here we go. He's going to find the streak to CFJ. And just like that, that is another touchdown in the stats for CFJ. And just like that, Miami is continuing to make this a 2-scoring game. Just leaving him wide open enough to get that throw in. You cannot allow that if you are Arizona. But either way, no good on the kick. I mean, but either way, Dr. D5 going to give it to Miku. Sorry about that. Oh, I wasn't quite paying attention. I just got a word that the Bengals have disbanded, or Cincinnati has disbanded. Which, after getting blown out by New Orleans, 48-6. But either way, TTGNM breaks free from 2 defenders, and that's a touchdown by Arizona. TTGNM finally able to make a play. I mean, he hasn't gotten through too much outside of a couple out routes every now and then, so it was just about time. And there we go. Just like that, Arizona is just barely able to keep it close. Unfortunately, the PAT is going to be no good. But that does leave a wide open opportunity for them to take the lead in the second half, provided they stop Miami from scoring. Well, I mean, keep in mind, Miami does have 3 timeouts with 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. That is definitely not impossible for Roblox football standards. But the question is, what will Arizona do about it? We will see. And it looks like it's going to be a streak to DPT Grim, but thankfully CFJ is going to be the one to catch it as well since he was in the area. And thankfully the deep left was able to get the tackle and hopefully save a touchdown. But we will see and find out. And just like that, this sorry, I can't even speak. And just like that, this UDU MNG is going to get a touchdown for Miami, making this still a two-scoring game. But this is where things get a little bit tricky if you are Miami. Because if Arizona scores here with little time left, that could potentially open the opportunity for Arizona to double dip and come back and win this game, since they do have the second half kickoff. So that does give them more than an opportunity to score here, and it's going to be Opalo on the out route with an 18-yard gain. And here we go, Dr. D5. It's going to be the Hall of Fame Void with another out route. And here we go. This is going to get interesting. And now Dr. D5 here, just trying to recover from a point deficit here. And it looks like it's going to be to Luck, but unfortunately just going to be incomplete. And now, with quite a bit of pressure from Dr. D5, and it's going to be TTGNM, but it's going to be popped, unfortunately. The only good thing is that it did not waste too much clock. Only about 3 seconds. So thankfully it wasn't too catastrophic for them, but Dr. D5 definitely does not have all the time in the universe. And TTGNM able to get it. Unfortunately, Dr. D5 is not going to call a timeout. I feel like I would here. But either way, Luck gonna get the touchdown there on the streak. What a beautiful pass there by Dr. D5. I mean, that was just chef's kiss right there. Able to get it over DPT Grim. And out of reach from the deep safety, or from the deep left. Just for Locke to be able to catch it and dive it in. I mean, I will give credit where it is due. That is a very good catch from him. That's a very good throw from Dr. D5. And now, this is where things get interesting for Miami, because they have 6 seconds left. They could potentially pull off a toss-up if they wanted to. And it looks like it will be the case. But where, I don't know if bringing no rushers is a good idea, but we will see if it pays off for them. Unfortunately, it kind of does in a way, since Arizona is able to get the interception, but unfortunately that will be halftime with Miami being up on the board. Here we go. I am not hating but either way, Dr. D5. Let's see if he can take back the lead once again. And it's going to be a streak to Apollo at around the hashes, but unfortunately not going to break free for a touchdown, but it's okay. I mean, getting a first down over and over is definitely not a bad thing for Arizona, but let's see what Dr. D5 will do here. And it's going to be an out route to Locke. Sorry, I was like trying to find my missing brain cells, but either way, TTGNM gonna get a 15-yard gain on the out route. Or is it like a streak? It feels like a hybrid, but either way, V2 Hazard gonna get the handoff, but unfortunately, hit stick exists, so running back is unfortunately a non-factor. And here we go, Hall of Fame Void, somehow gonna get the touchdown. Miami was able to read the out route from Hall of Fame Void, but unfortunately, it was not enough to take Hall of Fame Void down. And that is his 4th touchdown of the game. And just like that, Arizona has taken the lead. The extra point is no good, but thankfully they are still in the lead regardless. And now there is a lot of pressure on Miami to hopefully win this game. But either way, RGL gonna get the LS there. But either way, this UDUMNG gonna get the LS. How do you even pronounce that? Is it like some like weird acronym? Is like some kind of weird like phrase? I don't know. I'm just gonna say it like I always have. Luke James going to be here, and it's gonna be DPT Grim 7 on the fold. Unfortunately, not gonna get too far as Arizona surrounds him. That sounded weird, but okay. Let's see. Luke James rolling right. He's going to be backed up just a little bit, and he's going to fire the full to this UDUMNG. And it's going to be good enough for a first down. And here we go. Luke James is closing in on the end zone. Unfortunately, it's going to be an interception. TTGNM makes another play where Arizona needs it most. And it's going to be a turnover from Arizona, but they are definitely not out of the woods yet. Dr. D5 could end up getting safety, but thankfully they are going to be blocking. And unfortunately, Dr. D5 throws an interception right back. I mean, I don't really think it's entirely his fault, but I think Locke jumped over and he thought it would be a jump pass. And just a miscommunication altogether, but either way, DBT Grim gonna get the interception, I believe. And RGL, oh no, that's just disrespectful. And just like that, RGL going to get another touchdown. I think that's another. I think he's got more than one, right? But either way, gonna hurdle a guy, hit sticking. And there we go. This could not be any better for Miami on those two plays. But unfortunately, not going to get the extra point. But they still have the lead, so we will see how that goes. I mean, so far, I will give credit where it is due. Both of these offenses have been very, very good, with the exception of a couple plays. But here we go, Dr. D5 on the roll here. Was gonna give it to Apollo, and he was just about to catch it too, but was popped by the Miami deep right. What a very huge play there for Miami. That could have went very good. That would have been very bad for them otherwise. And looks like it's going to be a check down there. Let's see. And it's going to be an LS to Lock. Somehow he wasn't tackled for a little bit, but unfortunately he's going to be down for 6 yards. And here we go. Dr. D5 going to be rolling right, looking for TTGNM on the streak, and he's going to get it. Or was it more of an out? I'm not entirely sure, but Dr. D5 looking really good right now. He's going to try to give it to Locke on the streak, and no. I guess going to be overthrown. But man, my goodness, this game is overbearingly close. And it looks like it's going to be a hike from Dr. D5. And it looks like Apollo going to get in the end zone for a touchdown. And there we go. Apollo able to find the end zone. Yes, this is primetime CFL. This UDU MNG, but either way. All right, well, a pretty modest kick return, I will say. But either way, let's see if Miami can take the lead. All right, well, who will he fire to? And it's going to be a fold to RGL. I'm pretty sure he was ineligible for quite a bit, but either way, it is going to be a first down. And it's going to be to Crap Bar with the hitch in the middle, but let's see what happens next. It's always a mystery. And now Luke James going to the right side. And oh my goodness, he's wide open. Crap Bar with the streak in the end zone, and that is a touchdown. Crap Bar asserting his dominance on the uprights. And oh man, that is a absolute blunder by Arizona's defense. Just leaving him completely wide open. Man, you could not make that any easier for Miami. This game is going back and forth. Oh, I don't know if returning that was a good idea, but either way, Dr. D5 is going to be starting at his own 7-yard line. That is definitely not ideal. But let's see if Dr. D5 can recover from it. He already has taken 2 sacks for a safety. He definitely does not want a third. And unfortunately, was not able to hike it in time, so will be at the 2-yard line. That's even worse. And Dr. D5 going to take a 3rd sack for a safety. Oh man, now things might be going downhill for Miami. Or for Arizona, my bad. I did not mean to say Miami. Ugh, man, this is not good if you are Arizona. And it's gonna be and it's gonna be the LS to DPT Grim. Ooh. And Crap Bar gonna be taking another walk. And here we go, Luke James. Just with all the momentum in the world, I mean, if I was Luke James, I would be in no rush to score right now. I mean, you definitely could score right this play, but we shall see what happens. And it's going to be a DPT Grim with an absolute fit to him. And just like that, it will be a touchdown with a 2-scoring game. And that is definitely not a touchdown you want to give up if you are Arizona. I mean, with how Luke is playing, he might be quarterback of the year. You never know, but either way. But either way, Dr. D5 on the right side, gonna give it a TTGNM. Very good catch by DTGNM, though. He was pretty much double covered. But either way, let's see what Dr. D5 has in store for this play. And oh my goodness, he's just wide open. Nemo. And just like that, Arizona brings it right back to a one-scoring game. And there we have it, folks. This game is now close once again. One mistake from either side could cost them the lead or the game itself. You never know. I mean, so far, let's see. Crap bar. Here we go, Luke James. I mean, let's see if he can at least extend the play. Or extend the game, extend the lead. I can't even talk half of the time. But either way, it's going to be a check down to crap bar. It's going to be good for about 16 yards. And here we go, Luke James. Looking around, just seeing what he can find. Oh. I don't really know what throw that was to. I guess it must have been a miscommunication because I don't really... Sorry, it must have been a miscommunication. Somehow the defensive end from Arizona is going to swat it. That could have been a very huge play, or that could have been a very huge touchdown there. You never know. And here we go, 3rd down and 15. He doesn't really have a lot of options left. But he does have the fold to DPT Grimm. And just like that, this will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. I mean, it already should be the end of the 3rd quarter, but, you know, bugs happen, you know. But either way, it will be Luke James. Hoping to try and extend this lead to his 2-scoring game, but we shall see what happens. And just like that, it's an interception by Hall of Fame Void. Hall of Fame Void completely baiting the streak. And just like that, he is now open to hopefully returns for a pick 6. No, okay. But he is going to be down at around the 35. That is a huge play there by Hall of Fame Void. That was definitely really good. That is exactly what Hall of Fame Void needed. Sorry about that, guys. I was typing a little something, but either way, Dr. D5 looking around. He's going to try to find... Oh, no. Crap bar intercepting TTGNM. And that is definitely not what you want if you are Arizona. And just like that, that opens the door for Miami to shut this game down. Well, considering how high scoring this game is, I don't think this game is over until it's secured. Considering onside kicks are a thing. Not to mention 4th and 25. But either way, it looks like it was going to be to a streak or a fold, but unfortunately it was just a little bit too out of bounds. Or too far out of bounds. But either way, Luke James hoping to find something here. And let's see. What will he find? And it's going to be intercepted by TTGNM. Oh my goodness, that is definitely not the throw you want to make there. And TTGNM immediately answers back with an interception of his own after getting stolen a catch by Crapbar. And now Dr. D5 has a clear opportunity to take the lead this game. But unfortunately, it won't be this play because he'll just take it in for a run for about 4 yards. And now, Dr. D5. I mean, I'm very curious to see what everything will happen here. And Miku, yes, that's what it translates to, is going to... What did you eat today? I don't know. Dr. D5. All right, and it's going to be a check down to Miku again. I'm still very curious to what Dr. D5 is planning here. Gonna get sacked for about 1 yard loss, though. Maybe even 2. But, I mean, again, it's not over. Can Dr. D5 do it? And it's going to be caught by TTGNM. Almost able to avoid both defenders, but is going to end up spinning moving into one of them. And V2 Hazard going to be taking the handoff. Unfortunately, not going to get far with it. But we'll get decently close. And here we go. Dr. D. Unfortunately, wide receiver could not reel it in. I mean, I feel like he definitely could have. But either way, Dr. D5 trying to find an opportunity to score here. Oh, no. He was looking for the out route. And he ended up cutting. I mean, here we go. It's 4th and goal, though. 4th and goal. This is your one opportunity. Can Arizona do it? Unfortunately, it will be intercepted by this UDU MNG. Just able to read the out route right there. And UDU MNG may have saved the game for Miami, but I would definitely not say that Miami is in the clear. They are not in a very good position field-wise. And here we go, Luke James nearly getting safetied, but thankfully RGL is going to end up saving him out of it, or getting him out of it. And here we go, Miami is just going to be taking their sweet time. And it's going to be a DPT Grim with the LS there. Not going to get very far with it, though. And here we go. Luke James is getting backed up quite a bit. Uh-oh. Oh, that could have been nearly intercepted there. I mean, that was definitely not an ideal throw by Luke James. That definitely could have been a game-losing interception, but either way, let's see what will happen next. On a 3rd and 13, if they don't have a complete pass, this will be a punt. Unfortunately, and thankfully, it won't be, with CFJ able to convert on the 3rd and 13. And now Luke James still with a prime opportunity to score here. And it's gonna, oh no, V2 Hazard reads the LS play. And that was a really huge play there. I mean, I don't really have much words to really say about it. That was an incredible read. I mean, and just like that, Arizona now has a chance. Unfortunately, that will have to wait after that play because miscommunication, am I right? But either way, Dr. D5, I mean, at some point, Dr. D5 does need to capitalize with a touchdown here. I mean, they've had a couple close situations, but unfortunately, none of them have hit the mark. I mean, 3rd time's the charm, right? Even the streamer is shocked a little bit. I wish my emotions captive showed it, but either way, Dr. D5, and looks like he's gonna give it to the fold on TTGNM. Actually fumbles it, but thankfully the ball went out of bounds, so it will not be there will not be any worry about a turnover. And here we go, Dr. D5 in an interesting spot here, looking for TTGNM. He's gonna get the ball and reel it in. Unfortunately, there is not enough time for him to score, but V2 Hazard gonna get the handoff and the dive. And just like that, that is a touchdown by V2 Hazard. And there we go. And here is a prime opportunity for Arizona to take this lead if they get the 2-point conversion. And here we go, Dr. D5. And it's going to be to Apollo on the check down, but unfortunately not going to get anywhere with it. And just like that, Miami is still holding on to the lead with about 1 minute left on the clock. Can they get the onside kick? Yes, they will. This U2U MNG is going to help Miami continue to take the lead and hopefully end this game sooner than later. But let's see if Luke James can do something. And it looks like it's going to be this UDU MNG on the check down. Not going to get anywhere far though. Or is that more of like an out route? Or an in? I don't know. Routes are confusing in this game sometimes, but either way, let's see what Luke James can do here. And this UDU MNG gonna fire a trick play here. And it's gonna be caught by RGL. Unfortunately, not gonna get the touchdown, but that is still very huge for Miami. And here we go with less than 30 seconds left. And I mean, Arizona needs to call a timeout here. I don't know why they're not. And it looks like they're just going to milk. I mean, I don't know if that's legal. And either way, it's going to be caught for a touchdown. So I guess, and I guess, is that even allowed? I don't even know if milking's allowed, but either way, I guess it will be for now. And just like that, Miami is going to pull the upset. And just break Arizona's undefeated streak. And just like that, Miami is now 3-2. From the looks of it. I'm just going to put it stats because why not? But man, that was definitely a close game near the very end. Oh, man. It definitely was a close game until the very end, but there can only be one winner. And unless some weird shenanigans go on, it will be Miami on the 3-2 with Arizona being 4-1, meaning New England is going to be the only undefeated team this season. But either way, that is here and now, and I guess I have not really much else to say, but thank you guys for watching. It was a fun game, but I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that may be.